What's up? Yours truly, Joe Perry, the architect. Another edition of Barbershop Community Talk, Next Generation Radio and Broadcast. Today we are with Mindy Ashby. She is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. She has a not-for-profit called Athena's Armor, which teaches women's self-defense and empowerment. She is also the first female wrestling coach for the girls wrestling squad at North Kansas City High School. So right there where you're sitting, when you listen, just be like, yeah, that's awesome. Good for you, you go girl, and all that stuff. Say hi, Mindy.
Hey everyone.
Outstanding. We're gonna have some really in-depth talks on domestic violence. She is my resident professional, and so I really want to delve into it with respects to Mental Illness Awareness Week, the 6th through the 12th of October, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is this entire month of October, and go ahead and support that with Title Boxing and their Walk to Fight Suicide. It's a Greater Kansas City walk, October 5th, 2019 at Swope Park in Kansas City, Missouri. They're also independently doing Boxing to Beat Suicide, benefiting the AFSP. So definitely check out Title Boxing, the things that they have going on, and shameless self-promotion. You can find me here Tuesdays at 6:30 if you're looking for a great cardio workout, and all the other trainers throughout the course of the week. All of these things really tie together, from the mental illness, and mental health awareness, mental hygiene, domestic violence, and of course, the end of the road being suicide. And October is the month preceding some months. You've heard, like December, and all these suicide rates go up during the holiday seasons, etc., right?
Absolutely.
And so it only seems natural that we hold this conversation and we really look at allowing people to identify some of the tells or factors, risk factors, and some of the environments that are created because of it, where domestic violence is involved, etc. Because again, the outcome for these things when you remain in that situation, they're not very bright, are they?
Not for anyone involved, bystanders included.
So talk to me about your initiative with respects to domestic violence and what your focus is at this stage in the game.
My focus with Athena's Armor is my logo is to build women warriors. It's one thing to be strong and to be perceived as strong, and it's another thing to, in your healthy regimen, to be mentally strong. And that doesn't mean be strong for someone who's weak, but be strong for yourself in any environment that you're in. That is setting boundaries, that is communicating on a healthier level, that is taking a break when things are too heated. And that's for anyone, regardless, male, female, child, teenager. I mean, it's something that we don't learn. We learn all kinds of things in school, but we don't ever talk about how do you communicate, how do you handle yourself, how do you pose yourself as a confident individual in walking and maintain that with your healthy status mentally.
Awesome, and that makes a lot of sense. You said something really important when you said be strong, not just for someone who's weak, so to speak. It's all a matter of perception, right?
Correct.
So not just to be strong for someone else, let's be fair.
Yes.
But to be strong with yourself first. You know, you have to start and take that look in the mirror to figure out what it is you want for your life before you can understand what you want to invite into your life. Does that make sense?
Correct.
And so I think that path and that strength that you're creating, or the focus for domestic violence, I think that's where it kind of mushrooms out into something that encompasses both male and female. Because you said something that clicked, perceived as strong. Well, a lot of times the way that we're set up, and a lot of times when people automatically hear domestic violence, they think women, without understanding that there's a psychological level of abuse with several, what do they call them? I believe they're called, they're control factors. It's another system of control. Whereas you stop allowing the person to have their own autonomy, and you start crafting them into something that you see should be serving you.
I mean, it's manipulative. That's a mental health issue.
So manipulation, I want to know, manipulation is manipulation regardless. And you say it's a mental health issue, so we have to be talking about a spectrum, because bosses manipulate their employees every day. Businesses manipulate the consumers every day.
Marketing strategies.
It seems like manipulation is this thing. So where does it cross the line?
And that's where mentally you have to be strong. Understanding that hurt people hurt people. So if someone's going to yell obscenities at you, you have to understand that's not at you, that is coming from them.
Their own pain.
Correct.
Their own hurt. Right.
Correct. So, I mean, to go back to your question, manipulation, and there's a fine line for everything. We all play with fire. I mean, we live in this society, so
you walk out your door, baby, you got fires
all over the place. So it's a matter of, you know, managing them, balancing them, and you're not going to have balance anywhere in your life if you don't first have balance within yourself.
Within yourself, very good.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.